All right, let's talk about something that's literally inside your head right now. It is, without a doubt, the most powerful tool you will ever own. But here's the thing. It can either be a precision weapon that you use to build the life you want, or it can be your biggest liability. So today, we're going to break down exactly how you make sure your mind is fighting for you.
So let's get right to it with the one question that really matters. Is your brain your greatest weapon, something you deploy with purpose and strategy, or are you a slave to it? A slave to its moods, its anxieties, its knee-jerk emotional reactions? And look, how you answer that question, it changes everything.
So how do we even start to take back control? Well, it all kicks off with one simple but incredibly powerful action. The very first rule for mastering your own mind is this: you have to ask questions all the time. And this idea has a name, and it's a powerful one: ruthless curiosity. Now, this isn't just about being a little interested in things. No. This is about being relentless. It means you stop passively accepting information. You dig in, you poke holes in it, you challenge it, and you demand to understand it from the ground up before you ever let it become a part of how you see the world.
I mean, think about it. Every single day, you're getting bombarded with stuff from teachers, from friends, from people online, you name it. And if you don't apply that ruthless curiosity, you're basically just letting someone else do your thinking for you. And that is a very dangerous game to play. Just remember this one core principle: understand before you accept.
Okay, so once you start asking questions and thinking for yourself, what's next? Well, that brings us to rule number 2. You've got to learn how to win the mental war.
And I want you to think about it like this. Life is a battlefield. Every day, every single interaction, every choice you make, it's a strategic move in a much larger game. Now, this isn't about doom and gloom or actual conflict. It's about navigating challenges and setbacks with the mindset of a warrior.
And on this battlefield, you really only have 2 choices. You can be a pawn, pushed around by other forces, always reacting, and in the end, disposable. Or you can be a queen, the most powerful, most dominant piece on the entire board, acting with purpose, with strategy, and with total control.
So let's really dig into this idea of the pawn versus the queen. Because honestly, understanding the difference here, it's the whole ballgame.
Okay, let's break this down. The pawn is pure emotion. Something happens and bam, they react instantly. They're thinking with their heart, just lashing out. But then you have the queen. The queen is all about strategy. They're patient, they think with their brain, and every single move is calculated for a long-term win.
And this right here, this is where the queen's true power lies: strategic patience. Just imagine for a second, someone insults you, tries to humiliate you. What does the pawn do? They blow up, right? They shout back, get defensive. They basically hand over all their power. The queen, they just take it. They absorb the attack to give the satisfaction of nothing back.
This is the queen's gambit. First, you absorb the attack. You just take the hit. Second, and this is the hard part, you do not react emotionally. You hold it back. And in that quiet space you've just created, that's where you start building your real long-term strategy. Your ultimate comeback isn't some witty retort you shout in the moment. Nope, your answer is your success down the road. That's the only mic drop you'll ever need.
And that brings us to the final move, the most powerful one of all. This is where we put everything together and learn how to take total control. It's time to make your emotions dance.
Let's be real for a second. For most of us, for most of our lives, our emotions have been calling the shots, right? They've been leading the dance. They pull the strings. They decide when we're happy, when we're angry, when we feel motivated, and when we quit. They've been the choreographer of our entire lives.
But now it is time to completely flip that script. Look, the goal isn't to get rid of your emotions. That's impossible. They're like rocket fuel. The goal is to grab the steering wheel. You harness that anger, that passion, that frustration, and you make it dance to your tune. You tell your emotions where to go. You decide what moves to make.
So here's where we land. You've got the rules, you have the strategy, and you know the difference between being a pawn and a queen. You know how to turn an insult into fuel for your future. So really, there's only one question left, and it's for you. Are you ready to lead the dance?